Okay, friends, we're doing a double header today. We're doing Sif Tes till the end of the Siman. Sif Tes says, Siman Sadi Daled Sif Tes, Mi shehuchrach lespalo miyushav, someone who has to daven sitting. Kishayuchal tzarch lachzor lespalo ma'umad, ve'ein tzarch lahisaba davar. Wow. Let's say somebody wasn't feeling well, and he has to daven sitting. And then an hour later, he feels better and he could stand. He needs to daven again standing, and he does not have to mechadesh anything. Says the Rama, Hago mishababa derech, someone who's going on the road. V'usamach l'malon, he's close to a hotel. If he could turn aside from the road so that wayfarers don't interrupt him, yistalik sham, he should step to the side. V'lo yispalo b'malon, he shouldn't daven in the hotel. Shal oivdei koichavim, shaloi yivalbelu b'nei abai, so that the people of the hotel don't disturb him. So back in the day, I guess the hotel was more of a public situation. Maybe you slept in a bunk bed. The guy on top of you was a galach. The guy on the side of you was an imam, and it wasn't a conducive makom for tefillah. So you're better stepping off the road before you get there, because otherwise, when you get there, the people staying there might disturb you. If you cannot move to the side of the road in a place where people will not interrupt you, you should pray in the hotel be'ezeh keren zavis, in whatever corner you are able to. Says the Mishabura, miyushav vu'adin b'mahalich baderech. Wow, if somebody davens sitting and now things are better, he can daven standing, he has to daven again. Kishayuchal, what does that mean? Where the Zman Tefillah did not pass. Really? That's a chidush atzum. You have to, so that means what? You're davening on an airplane because you didn't think you'd land on time. And you daven sitting, and now you land, and you still have an hour to daven. So now what? Now you have to daven again? Yeah, the Mechaber says you have to daven again. Meaning, the Dirshu points out earlier in Siman Peites, Sivkadim and Beis, he wrote, Mishabur says, that if you're Mashayar, that by the time you get to your destination, this Zman Tefillah will still be present, you should wait and not daven while you're sitting. So here we're talking about the guy calculated, he thought he might miss the Zman Tefillah, so he davened sitting, or he was an oinus. By the way, I just want to point something out. In Sif Vav, we spoke about a choila who davened in his heart because he wasn't feeling well. So Mishabura said that if you get better, it could be you don't have to daven again because you're an oines. So why over here do we say that when you get to your destination, do you daven again? Weren't you an oines at the time you davened to daven sitting? Let's see the Mishnah Berura. This is not like davening at binadava, where we hold the kaimelan l'kaman m'sim kavzayin d'sach l'chadesh ba, that we hold that when you daven at tfilas nadava, you have to innovate something new. But here you don't have to innovate something new. So I guess my question is, and Mendy's going to write it down, why when it comes to somebody who's sick and he doesn't, he's not able to say the words, if he's maharer belibai, efshir diyotzes b'zeh b'diavad. Even though, by the way, we paskin that you should say it again, but l'maisa Mishabura has a strong side, you don't have to. And davening sitting, that when things look better, you have to daven again. L'maisa, we don't paskin this way. It says in Mishabura, l'dina hiskinma achreinim she'ein tzarich lachzor spal shenas. The achreinim say l'maisa, you don't have to daven again. That's the minog, that wayfarers do not daven again when they get to their destination. Friends, what's better? You have two possibilities for shots. One, old Talmud Chacham who's confined to a wheelchair, and one, a guy who's not a Talmud Chacham who could stand on his feet. Says Rabbi Yashiv, the guy who stands on his feet has precedence. So like we see here, that when you daven sitting, you're chaser be'ikar tefillah. Okay, the Mishnah continues. If he wants, he could daven again as an adava. If he's confident that he'll be able to be mechavein in his tefillah. Siman and lahalacha. Even though we're not machmer to daven again, if somebody wanted to daven again, he would not have to be mechadesh. That which he's davening standing, hu kechidush. That's the innovation over his previous tefillah. Kain kasab b'sefer magen giborim umidivrei pri magadim mashma she'en kedai l'spalal hayoim nedava. From the Pri Megadim, it's mashma that it is not kedai nowadays to daven a tefillas nedava. So basically, if you're traveling and you're sitting, don't daven again. Min haderach. So the best thing is, if you were traveling, don't daven in the hotel. Leilech litzdadav, go to the side, u'espal shama amida. But if you're in a malon shel avdei gilum, shabavade yesh ba gilulim v'tayevas, the problem is, in a Gentile hotel, they have getchkes. You know what a getchka is? I hope you know from first grade. Avodah Zarah. A statue of Avodah Zarah. They have all kinds of abominable getchkas. Ve'ein lahachnis l'sham davar shebekdusha. You should not bring in there matters of kedusha. What about to daven in a base tiflos of reformim or conservativim? Asr, you're not a daven in a reform conservative shul. Sharei Moshe Rabbeinu l'sham Amar ketseisi asir. Moshe Rabbeinu says, when I leave the city, then I'll pray. It's interesting. The Ramah doesn't say straight out what the issue with the hotel is. He says the issue is the Bnei Habayis are not mavalbel you. But the Mishnah says straight out, it's because there's Avodah Zarah there. Shelo yivalbelu Bnei Habayis tzarich lemer b'soif achar tivas keren zavis. Shelo yivalbelu Bnei Habayis. There's a Ta Sefer in the Ramah. You see, we didn't read it wrong. It's not, the Ramah's not trying to cover up. Listen carefully. You read the Ramah, it sounds like the reason why you shouldn't daven in a hotel is Shelo Yival B'lu B'nei Habayis. That's not the reason. The reason is because there are getchkas there. The word Shelo Yival B'lu B'al Habayis is going on Karen Zavis, that when you can't move to the side of the road, daven in a corner of a hotel. Why in the corner? So that people don't disturb you. But that's not why l'chachila you shouldn't daven in a hotel. The reason you shouldn't daven in a hotel is because there are getchkas there. The reason you should try to find the corner is so that they don't disturb you. You know, what about the getchkas? The answer is, if you don't have a choice, you don't have to worry about the getchkas. Because where we live, there are getchkas everywhere anyway. All of our prayers are in cities full of gilulim. If in the east wall that you want to pray towards, Sham Tuluyin Gilulim, let's say you're about to daven and you want to face the Mizrach, and you see there's a Yozel over there. He's staring you in the face. Or there's a Getchka over there. So now what? Should you daven east? But if you daven east, you're davening toward a Getchka. No, Al Yisrael is daven to a different side. And the Chayyim explains you're not allowed to bow down toward it. Even if it's covered in glass, don't bow down to a Getchka. I mean, come on, your whole life you've been good about Lo Yeh Lecha Elohim Acherim. And now all of a sudden you're going to a hotel and you can start bowing down to a Getchka? Come on, you're a good guy. Why would you do that? So daven to a different side. Afal Pishein Mizrach, even though it's not east. let's say if somebody's confined to a bed, and it's one of these, hospitals that they have getchkas everywhere. So the Sharm HaMasirim Halacha says, daven with your eyes closed. If there's no way to move to the side of the road, and you have to daven walking or miyushav or sitting, and even the hotel, you won't find a corner. Mutav lehispalel baderech miyushav mahalech. It's permitted to daven on the road, sitting or walking. Kivan sha'az yachal lechavein yoser, because that's your best option. If you could find some kind of valley in the hotel, or a courtyard, this way you'll be yotzei all the requirements, and you could pray standing uve kavana, and with kavana. Okay, so that completes our double header. Okay, have a good day, everyone.